Venom.
Welcome to this episode, guys. I have waited so long to finish this build. It's taken forever because, if I'm completely honest, I just don't have the spare funds to buy the custom bits to do these builds. But you can change that. If you ever go into Raffle, you can win Venom complete with receiver, transmitter, motor, everything you need to run except for a battery. You will have to put a 4 or 3S with the Deans in, but everything else you're going to get Venom completely ready to run for the price of like a third of a cup of coffee. Have as many as a few tickets as you like. My hope is that somebody who couldn't build one of these themselves, or someone who couldn't afford to buy one of these or build one of these themselves, wins. This is the only way I can make this project viable, where I build something completely unique for this. You guys have a go in the Raffle. It pays for studio lights and cameras and, you know, more stuff for builds, and then we repeat the process. We've got another truck in the process. Actually, we've got a Hulk build, which is like an Endurer. It's like a Capra, an axial Capra killer is what I'm building on the Mears 4-wheel steer axles. Is going to be incredible. But here today, we're here for Venom. I'm going to roll in some studio shots. I'm going to show you some of the video that I did at the Secret Garden with Venom, and then we're at the Culvert in Sundon. This is really, really hard here today. Venom has done some absolutely incredible things. I can't wait for you to see it, so I'm just going to shut up. If you want to find out how to win this, just click the link on our partner Raffle in the link below. It's safe. It's like the PayPal of raffles. If I don't send you this, they give you your money back. So it's no risk at all. That's it. I hope you enjoy Venom, and please have a go in the Raffle because it will support me to do more of this. I know I really love doing this, but you can change that by having a go in the Raffle.
I know you're a superstar, a supernova shining, you can see from super far. And they ain't ready, know you're about to hit the throttle on them. Won't see it coming, you gon' come through like a supercar. Tell me what it feel like to have no fear at all and do it here in real life. Real time right now, all day long. I know it's special and I know you know it feels right. You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that you're the best. I know you're unstoppable. I know you woke up feeling nothing is impossible. You got the key, I know you know the door's unlockable. Ain't nothing standing in your way, there ain't no obstacle. I know you're the chosen one. Numbers don't matter when you know that you're the only one. Time don't matter, you can do it all day long. I know you about to show the world just where you coming from.
friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends We check the guns at the door, doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laughing on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laughing on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laugh some weird people sitting next to you. You think I did not get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. Take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends wait for them to ask you who you know. Please why'd you come? You knew you should have stayed. I tried to warn you just to stay away. And now they're outside ready to buzz. It looks like you might be one of us.
Oh, just effortless. Absolutely effortless. We are just over 9 minutes in and you're still with me, so thank you. Welcome to the Culvert at Sundon Chalk Pit for some hardcore rock crawling, the things Venom is about to do on these rocks absolutely blew me away. There's some real death holes there. This isn't somewhere that has set lines, and there's definitely been no rocks put in place to make things easier. And let me just absolutely make it very clear at this point in the video, we are not pulling the punches. I am going to put Venom and Amir Saxels, all of everything that comes together to make this Tsunami build what it is. I am going to put it through the ringer. We are going to find death holes and all sorts things that would destroy most parts. Venom just absolutely monsters through it. The Mias axles are brilliant. So if you've wondered if you can beat the Mias axles up, there you go. Front and rear bound, and the servo all bound in horrible, horrible positions. Just absolutely monstered through it. You go and build something like this for a chassis that has only just come out, this custom chassis from Team ReVolt, the quality of which is incredibly good. When you set out to build something like this, you really are taking on a challenge. There are no links that you can just purchase off the shelf, or there are, but that wasn't for me. I wanted fully custom links. I wanted Delrin uppers on the rear. I had an idea about how I would meet the requirements to get my forward weight bias. I had an idea about how short I wanted the front to make the most of the brake over an angled skid. So I had all these ideas in my head about how I wanted the vehicle, and a lot of the reasons for that is because I wanted to achieve a really good weight bias, and I wanted 60-40 or thereabouts, and a really, really good left to right balance, and a really close as possible cross weight. As you can see from the numbers up on the screen, I absolutely nailed it with this build, and part of that was choosing the materials and the thickness of the links and everything that I made out of brass to achieve it. We did end up a little bit heavier than I wanted with my carbon fibre setup, carbon fibre wheels and stock foams on the Rhino Mosers. The all-up weight of the rig was just a fraction over 2.3 kilos, and I'll put the conversion on the screen for those of you that still use pounds. It was very, very light. I didn't actually throw it on the corner weight scale, so I don't know what my weight distribution was like then, but I have a feeling it was still pretty good. So when we switched over to the 2.2 beadlocks, we dropped in the Team ReVolt custom inserts, which I absolutely love in the Louise Champs, by the way. We did gain some weight, around 670-ish grams to be precise, which, you know, is a lot, but it is low down weight. It's not ideal low down weight because it is rotational mass. But I'm not really seeing the negatives. Maybe we would pull up a little bit easier on real steep stuff because, you know, the rig's lighter with the other setup. But the overall stability and everything that I have experienced driving a Venom, both at these rocks here and earlier on in the video where we were in a wet and showering woodland at the Secret Garden. Just absolutely brilliant. So stable. Some of the positions that I got the vehicle into on its side, just mind-boggling. I had no idea. And that tumble that happened in the Secret Garden, it rolls perfectly over its roof and back to wheels. Quite often, but that one occasion it rolled onto its side and stood itself up on its beadlocks and tyres essentially. Absolutely incredible. I love the way the shell turned out. This is actually a red sand scorcher shell under red blitzer beetle shell, and I painted it black, and the reason I went that route, instead of just getting the Blitzer Beetle shell in black, is because I wanted to have the paint rub off and reveal the red underneath. I think we have got a little bit of that going on already. Sorry for the winner of the raffle, but this vehicle is going to look like a used vehicle because we did indeed use it while we were testing it and making the videos and so on. Yeah, some of the paint has come off and I really like the way that red is showing through. I was looking for some fishnet stocking material to put in the windows, you know, like those Dakar type screens that they have up to protect the drivers from rocks and stuff. I couldn't find any. It may or may not come like that if you win it. If I can find the right material to put in the windows, I may tack that in there. I think hiding the internal of the vehicle like that will look nice. It'll improve the overall aesthetic of the vehicle. But I like the guy at the Crawler Canyon says, if you're talking about sticking a lady's fishnet stocking in the window, then you must be pretty happy with the rest of the build. I do need to take off about an inch or so, maybe slightly less off the bumper, because on full lock at full articulation, we do get the bumper into the tyre grabbing a little bit. And I need to replace some hollow balls as well, because we couldn't find the correct size ones for the cap axles when we were putting the vehicle together. So there is a little bit of slop in those. The Louise Champs with the Team ReVolt inserts in this, absolutely stellar performance. And as an all-round, I wouldn't have this as the most optimal rock crawling tyre. I might go over to a Sedona or a HB Rover or maybe a Trencher. In the UK, we'd probably go Predator Compound. But for the type of driving I do, the Louise Champs, the 2.2 Team ReVolt inserts and everything, absolutely spot on. The Secure 3625 motor and ESC combo, we've got the 70 ampere C in here. Out the box settings, I soldered up the 8.4 pad on the ESC, so we're running our servo at 8.4. You could put a little bit more power through a servo in this, but I didn't really feel like it needed it. In fact, there was enough power for us to get into trouble on quite a few occasions, but that was down to the driver, not the rig. We've got really, really decent quality drive shafts throughout. Very, very pleased. And I'm sorry, Deluxe Fab, but we are using the Chinese knockoff OD3 in this rig. And I have to say, well done on designing this, because it does work really nice. If you guys are out in the States, especially with the tariff situation at the time of this video, you might just want to pick up an OD3 or a no D3, is it? What's the one without no overdrive? Direct from Deluxe. We would have been using Chavtex in this build, but I really wanted the suck down that you get with the Desert Lizards. So we're running those long travel Desert Lizards in this build as well. And I have to say, I am actually really, really pleased with how they've worked out. Overall, apart from the time that it took me to get all the parts together for this build, I have to say it was an absolute breeze, apart from my choice. My choice was to really rein that front end in and to get the best out of that angled skid and breakover. I wanted to really rein that front end in, and that also meant, and I wanted to get the gearbox and motor as far forward as possible. So that made it challenging to get the link lengths and everything correct. so that we had an optimised and fully functioning front end. But with some help from Erwin at Team ReVolt, Erwin has been really good. If you were to purchase anything from Erwin, inserts, any of the custom stuff that he does, any of the 3D printed parts for the chassis or the chassis, the customer service has been absolutely fantastic. I did pay for the chassis. They're not paying me to say kind things about it. I am one of the early adopters of the Team ReVolt Tsunami, and I'm really pleased that I managed to get in and be part of that. And it also means that I'm able to offer you guys a chance to win this incredibly fantastic vehicle in a raffle. We are Venom. We haven't talked about the shell really. I bought from AliExpress a Hasbro Venom character, which I tore apart and have epoxied or hot glued. No, I've hot glued the hands, which articulate on the front bonnet, and I made up a Delrin mount for Venom's head, which has all been screwed and glued into the front. It's cosmetic. I don't think it would take too much abuse before it came off, but I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. I've used a very simple mount in the front there where two M3 screws go into Delrin. I'm doing the fingers, guys, the quotation fingers, Delrin exhaust stacks, and I've used a couple of those gold washers to make it look like it's been finished nicely coming up out of the hood. My partner did the Venom face. Lisa, you talented sort. She actually painted the We Are Venom down the side and the Venom character on the roof, and I couldn't have been happier really with the result. She is a talented lady, and I'm very, very grateful for her work. Let me know what you think of the build, guys. Please comment, give us a comment in the comment section below the video. What would you have done differently? What tyres would you have put on this, or if you were to win it, what tyres would you run on it? There is an option for you to have the cash value of this vehicle instead of having the vehicle, and then I would get to keep it on the channel, which would be fantastic. I don't want to let this vehicle go. If I'm going to be completely and utterly honest, it's heartbreaking really that I have found myself in a financial situation where I have to do these raffles to fund the time and everything that goes into it, and to fund new builds and new projects for the channel. And we're going to be doing some giveaways. That's going to need funding. But there will be a cash option. So I will work out exactly what it would cost you to build Venom with the custom shell and all the rest of it. And if you win, you will have the option of just taking the cash. And then I may actually do some other options as well, where if you're absolutely certain that this wheel and tyre combo is not going to work for you in your location, then I will factor in the cost of wheels, tyres and inserts, what it costs me, and I will send you the vehicle and a refund if you like, because I'd be more than happy to keep this wheel and tyre combo with the 3D inserts here with me for another build. So there are options. We can talk about it. I will try to put as clear a description up on the raffle website as I can, so you know exactly what you're getting. The tickets are going to be around £1 UK, which is $1 and a bit, like $1.20 maybe, something like that, $1.10 per ticket. you can have as many as you like. And as you can see there, I'm just pulling the truck out of a murder hole because I'm not trying to really smash the vehicle up. I did want to give it a proper shakedown, and these rocks and this day and the day in the woods, it really did get tested properly. Good job, Team ReVolt. You've done a fantastic job. This is your first chassis. My goodness. The Mears axles and all of the parts that I chose to put into this have been absolutely brilliant.